During the colder times of years, we see a lot of ice falling from the sky in a whole range of different forms, whether that is snow or whether that is hail or graupel or even sleet falling from the sky. But how do they form? What is the differences between the two? And why do some fall in some areas and some in others? Well, with hail, it is a somewhat easy story to tell. Essentially, this happens with showers and thunderstorms all of the time, right through the year. So you have water droplets close to the ground rising up in the clouds, and as they get higher and higher, they freeze in the clouds, and they keep on growing with more water and ice attaching to each hailstone until they become too heavy and they plummet down to the ground. Whilst with snow, although quite similar, there is a slight difference in the way that it forms. We have water vapor rising through the air and up into the mountains and the elevated areas, and it gets forced upwards across the ranges, and as it rises upwards, it skips the liquid phase. So we don't see water droplets, it just goes immediately to tiny little ice crystals, and these grow into snowflakes and collide with one another, and eventually they too become too heavy and fall down to the ground. But they are still much smaller than your hailstones, and therefore they melt much more easily, and that's why it only snows when it's in the low single digits or colder into the negatives, whilst with hail you can get hail landing on the ground in the middle of summertime.